Hey everyone, my name is Jazz, and first off, I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas, and I hope the Winter Royale went well for all of you. Sorry for the lack of videos, but I've been pretty busy with both Winter Royale as well as my birthday actually, which was on Monday. But yeah, let's get into the video without further ado. So I actually happened to make another map basically because of a concept that I talk about a lot in sessions, where people want to improve their AR aim. So something that is barely talked about with AR aim is bloom control. Usually people always talk to me like, how do I find the perfect sensitivity and all this and all that, and very often I have people that have spent so much time finding the perfect sensitivity, but they just don't know how to optimize the way, like the shooting pattern, so to speak, of their AR. So I basically decided to make a map all like about making yourself a little bit better when it comes to using bloom or controlling bloom, because you don't really use bloom. It's more of an obstacle. So yeah, the way it works basically you spawn here, and I'll show you kind of what I mean with using bloom. You basically decide which AR you want to practice with, because it's important to practice with all of them. For now, I'll just grab the green one, why not? So you see, timer starts when you go down here. We're not going to worry too much about doing it fast because I just want to show you guys. So basically, this is when the timer starts. So you can see at the end there's a timer, it's ticking down. So basically we have these long hallways, and basically all of these guys are at different distances. And the goal is not to have awesome aim, because obviously they're not moving targets. This is not to track, nothing like that. It's just basically how fast do you want to shoot and how much are you tapping your trigger, or your mouse click, but you know what I mean. As opposed to holding it down, because obviously if you hold it down, you're gonna hit a lot less consistent shots than if you like tap it. And the thing is that the further away someone is, the more you want to tap, and the closer, the more you can actually just hold down the trigger. And there's also kind of this mid ground where you kind of tap your trigger, and you can kind of see like, there we go. So as you can see, the different distances, I'm just going to go through them all. Oh, my bad. The timer actually resets after 1 minute. Don't worry too much about it if you do it too slow. I'll show you later why the timer is there. So for this is like, it depends on which rarity of AR you're using as well, which is why we have all the rarities. Give me a sec. Why is my quick bar off? That should not be off. It's a glitch. Constantly turns itself off. It's really annoying. So for this range, like, you can just full spray. So it's mainly just about figuring out the best shooting pattern for you, like for the distance as well as the rarity of AR. There's not like one set way. Obviously I'm on controller, but this is important for both, for basically any input, because bloom is a thing in any input. These times, you'll actually, hold up, I'll show you first. So this is the last one, which is like, it's a bit of an interesting run because it's like, it's a bit more different. You have to like adjust. The C is further away, closer up, and for the absolute closest one, you just want a full spray. By the way, there should be a barrier here. I'm gonna add that as soon as it's over, because there's barriers everywhere except there, I think. So you can see here, barriers, you can't move. So basically, the moment you finish this last one, this timer automatically like ends, and you can see here, this is basically what you should be at if you're looking to be at a pro level bloom control. I've tested all of these times very, very intensely. I've spent at least a couple hours figuring every single one of these out. I was doing it so slow that it reset. I might change a couple of settings just because. But yeah, let's restart it for a moment. But you'll see there, those are basically the almost optimal times. I've done slightly better times than all of those, but those should be the ones that you're aiming at eventually. I noticed at first, by the way, I was very focused on getting the headshots right away, but I actually noticed that if you're spending a lot of time lining up the headshots, that it's less worth than just getting good bloom on the body shots. So So it's more important actually to just make sure to hit consecutive shots, as well as that your target is quickly on the guy in the first place. And then once you're on it, you basically want to figure out your bloom. Right now, I'm honestly not even doing it perfectly. The best way to do it is if you shoot a little bit faster for the majority of these, for like the mid round, like those kind of, you kind of want to tap your trigger, where you tap it a little bit faster than you would all the way in the back one. Like all the way in the back, you want to just reset your bloom entirely. So like tap, 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 tap. Closer ones, you can do this a bit more. It's basically just to make sure that you keep your spread tight, but you don't have to go all the way crazy and just do this, because that way it obviously doesn't get as tight. So as you can see here, the timer ends, and then here you can see kind of what the optimal. So I did actually pretty decent there, 22 seconds, 23. I think my record with the purple scar was either 25 or 24. I don't really remember. And then here is kind of the self-promotion stuff as usual. If you guys didn't know, by the way, I changed my supporter creator code to Coach Jazz. For the people that were using it, make sure to swap it out. Just because I don't know, this is like, it felt a little bit smoother for me, and yeah, I hope you guys like it. Yeah, that's honestly basically it. It's not really too complicated. It's not as complicated as the last one. I might try to do a contest with this one as well. If you guys didn't know, the winner of the last contest, I'm actually probably gonna post that right after this video, I think, because some people messaged me like after the fact saying, "Hey, I did it," and I was like, "Oh, my bad," but someone else already did a couple days ago. So I think I'm gonna post that just so people know that that contest is over. And who knows? If people like this map, I might do another contest, another $25 one, something like that. Alright guys, I think that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you enjoy. Bye bye.